farmhands, welcome back to another episode of The Halt. Today we are going to start the PVC on this tank. You guys saw from my previous video, we got the from Reef PVC. We got all the piping shipped down from Alberta, and we just have to put it all together. This is the Schedule 80. It's really good quality PVC piping, and this is what's going on the Hulk. So you guys saw that I had the purple and the green that I got right here. We got a whole bunch of gate valves we're going to put in so we can regulate the flow coming into our overflows. A few of the tools we're going to need today. And don't be intimidated by running your own PVC. It's pretty easy. You're going to need some PVC glue, some PVC primer. I find it's a good idea to prime any of your PVC, because when your PVC comes from the manufacturer, there's like a clear coat on there, and we want to get that clear coat taken off by the clear coat primer, and makes it really a lot better for it to actually make a seal on there. So we're going to be doing that today as two. We're going to need a measuring tape, a marker, and one of my favorite tools, the bandsaw. This thing is pretty awesome. Makes the job a lot easier. We're going to need a couple channel locks here so we can make sure all the connections are really tight, especially in the bulkheads, because you got to crank all these in with a threaded. A couple of these I actually have threads on here. You can use the nylon tape type on your plumbing. Or I got this stuff, it's called Pro Dope. I got this from my buddy James. He's a plumber, and this stuff, it's like a liquid threading, and you put it in there, and it actually makes it a lot easier to slide right into your bulkhead. Because these are Schedule 80s, and these are all threads. So you'll take that Pro Dope and you put that dope all the way around there, and you'll screw that right in. Compared to having your tape, and you tape it, put it in, it gives that a little bit more, it's a little harder to put in, but with that, you know what I mean, it's nice and wet, you can slide it right in, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we're going to do today, guys, and I'm pretty excited to get this started. And upcoming videos, I got the aquascape done, and I can't wait to show you, but I want to get this plumbing in so we can turn the water on and start getting the tank all filled up and move on from there. So let's go ahead, let's start the plumbing, and we'll see how everything turns.
You are kiss me, love it when we touch. Every time I'm down, yeah, you make me smile. You're the solution. You are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are. You are the solution. You are the solution. You are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are. You are the solution. You are the solution. You are the solution. You are the solution. Everything I needed. Never thought I'd meet someone like you. You know you are.
Hey farm hands, Farmer Reef here. How is everybody doing? So today we are going to keep on doing this plumbing. You guys seen the video before, everything that was going on. There's been so much going on with the main display. I got the water flowing in there, hooked up all the pumps, finished off all the wire management. I did my light, showed you all my lights for the Reef Brights XHOs. They're looking pretty sweet. My buddy James, he lent me his RO. So we got 2 ROs running into the main display. So right now I have to catch up and get all the plumbing done. I got pretty much all the plumbing done for the overflow boxes. We're almost there. I had to order up a couple 45s to make it work because it's pretty tight fitting into that corner. So I had to head up Reef PVC out of Alberta. They're really awesome, right on the game. Their customer service is pretty wicked. I hit them up. They're in the mail right away because of time difference. I'm during the day and he just went to there and he posted those and got them right in the mail. So they didn't take long to get here. With this, when you're doing the plumbing, you never know, like, you design it in your mind, is it gonna work when you put it in here? But yeah, it's just because I ended up needing a couple more pieces. It slowed me down. And so I hit them up and they shipped it out. So thanks, Ty. I really appreciate that, bud. So we're gonna hook up the A400 pump today, finish off the overflow because the water is soon to start overflowing over the overflow box, and I definitely wanna make sure no water gets in all that piping. Glue and water definitely don't mix, and I wanna make sure I have some tight seals. So let's take a little tour of what's going on in the room, and then we're gonna get right back to the plumbing, and hopefully today we'll get everything all finished off. All right, farm hands, so I got this end done right now. I got all my gate valves in a row. They're all nice, perfectly level, straight. The Hulk approves. Fist pump, bud. We're doing great. So yeah, I can't complain. Everything looks perfect. So now, after we got this complete, what I need to do is I need to vacuum out the sump, all these things. I need to clean out all the dust that's in here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run it just complete overflow before I put any other piping in here, like just to raise the height or any of that stuff, because I got the 4 gate valves. I can control every aspect of this tank. I'm gonna add a couple pipes down here to extend down into the first chamber, this area, so the water goes directly to the bottom, bubbles around, so that's like my bubble trap, and everything flows back over, is the plan. Okay, so that's looking good. So we're gonna start moving over here to the Viz A400 pump install. I got my ball valves here. I'm gonna put my ball valve right onto the sump, and then we're gonna do all the plumbing right to the pump. And then after that, we gotta come off the pump, we gotta branch up. We have to hit both return, and then I have another return that's gonna be going up high that you guys seen in my other video that goes right to the other end of the main display tank down through the wall. So we have to hook that one up. I got a couple check valves here. This one here is gonna go right near the pump. So what's inside is a little doodad. So if the water comes back, say there's a power outage at the main display, sometimes they'll siphon water back into the sump. So this way what we do is we put this check valve in here so the water can't go back into the sump and cause maybe the sump to overflow. But I should have no problem on this, but I'm just taking that precaution. We're gonna add a couple gate valves in here. So the 2 on the back of the tank will have a gate valve, so if I want to adjust the flow on that one, and we're gonna have one above the top that does the main display that goes to the other end of the tank out there, so we can adjust the flow on that one in case there's too much or we want to add a little bit more. So we're gonna get everything together here. I'll put the camera on. You guys are gonna see me roll at this. I need to get this done because the tank, I'll show you guys here. Let's go out. You guys can see how far the tank is. It's almost to the flow generators. I got the Tunzi pumps on right now. They're just pumping away. Getting some water movement in here. And then I all the little debris that's in here from all the sand and stuff is gonna go right over into the weir, right over there. And my fielder socks will pick that all up, get that water all polished. But I'm on a time frame here. Everything's getting close. I got maybe a good 6 inches to go before the water starts flowing, and I want to make sure and get that all complete.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubts. Be free with me. Let's go, let's be free with me. Be free. Not looking back, eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde, a classic cliche. We're on the run, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubts. Be free. About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubts. Be free with me. Let's go, let's be free with me. Be free. Not looking back, eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde, a classic cliche. We're on the run, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubts. Be free with me. Let's go, let's be free with me. Be free. Not looking back, eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde, a classic cliche. We're on the run, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubts. Be free.
I just wanna hold you. I just wanna look into your eyes and tell you that I want you. You know you make me feel so alive. Can't stop thinking about you day and night. Love it when you kiss me, love it when we touch. Every time I'm down here, you make me smile. You're the solution. You are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are. You are the solution. You are the solution. You are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are. You are the solution. You are the solution.
So this is what we got going on here. I finished off with these 45s to make it fit. So I still have area here so I can access all my filter socks. And there's the hog fist pumping, he approves. So everything looks good here. I got everything nice and level. I have all my gate valves. They're offset a little bit so they're easy to access. And they look pretty cool and they look awesome. This way I have complete flow over every return pipe coming back from that area. That's looking pretty sweet. Like I said, I got Dina, she did all the vacuuming here, everything's all vacuumed up and it looks nice and clean. So moving along here, so there's our returns back, there's our purple, it's 90 here, comes back across to a T, back up to there, back out. So I didn't put anything here yet because we still have to do the leak test to make sure nothing's gonna leak around those bulkheads. That's my biggest concern right now, and hopefully they're perfectly tight and we don't have an issue, but if there's gonna be a problem, that's where it's gonna be. And then we'll fix up all the drywall around here. So everything will vacuum up here. That's the one that goes to the other end of the tank, down to the flow generators. So it just goes up, across, and back down onto the T here. So we have a gate valve here. This does the two returns back to the tank. So if I want to, I can always adjust my flow. What I want to do there, I have one individually here that goes to the front pipe, up the wall, down to the other end. So that does a gate valve for the flow on that one. I have another gate valve right here. This one here is going to go down, like I said, into underneath the stand, back over across. I'm going to keep the Pax Bellum right here on the floor, and I'm going to put the calcium reactor on the left side of that one. I'm going to build a header here on the wall. Eventually put a couple more gate valves here to feed all the other gear going forward. So that's the plan there, and I can get from underneath everything underneath there to do all the plumbing. Then we got it from our sump here. We have another valve here. This one here is just a ball valve. This is a 2-inch ball valve. And I just did an offset down to the Abyss A400 pump. We have a union fitting here if we ever want to take it apart. We have another union fitting slash. This is a check valve so the water can't go back into the pump and into the sump and could raise the water level or could overflow. But I'm confident with this design that it's not going to happen. But why not? Here, if I want to do maintenance, I can just turn this on and off, shuts the flow back to the pump, and I can take it apart and clean it. So there's that. Same with here. We have another valve here, ball valve, to shut the whole system off. So I can shut it off here. I can even take it apart here because these are like a union as well, or take it here apart. And then this whole assembly system, we can take it out and do a cleaning on it. So that's what's coming along, guys. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. The purple looks pretty sweet. We're going up across the wall, down to the other end of the tank. So all I have to do now is just tidy up here, shine everything up, get it all nice and clean, and make sure there's no anything here to contaminate any of the new water that's gonna be coming through. Pretty excited about that. So let's go check the tank one more time and see how we're doing with how much flow we got going on here. So we're pretty close from the top, another 6 inches. This flow generator is getting wet, is just tipping, and I got the Tunzi pumps on. So everything's coming along, guys. So I'm pretty happy right now how all the plumbing's turning out. It's just my room's a bit of a disaster. That's what happens when you're doing builds, but I gotta get this all cleaned up and go from there. And then I can place my skimmer in here and start sucking out all the stuff that came out of that sand. It's pretty crazy. All right, guys, so it's going pretty good. I had Dina in here. She did some vacuuming, getting all the dust out of here because the water is almost ready to overflow down into the sump here. So I'm gonna take you guys seen the video, everything's going pretty good. We got all the purple plumbing pretty much done. It's gonna go down underneath the stand. It's gonna go up to the wall. I'm gonna go a couple more gate valves on there in case I want to hook up other systems. But the one is definitely gonna feed the Pax Bellum. Then it's gonna come back underneath the stand, back, boom, over into my refugium. All right, so there you go. We did a little bit of plumbing today, took you for a little tour how everything's coming together. So all you need to do now is just finish up the Pax Bellum, get that all plumbed up, get this room all clean, and soon the water's gonna be flowing over here. As soon as that happens, we could start start adding the salt, get the heat on, start adding the bacteria and starting that cycle, we're one step closer to getting the hull completely 100% online. But we have to move on, and we still have to hook up the Trident, hook up the Reef bot for all the water testing. I'd really like to get Reef bot going, so this way it'll digitally send me all the information on how the cycle's doing right to my phone, because that'd be pretty sweet. And get the Pax Bellum online, get the calcium reactor online. Plus we got a couple other new toys that are coming up that I'm pretty excited to hook up on this tank. And it's in the mail and it's on its way, and it's another little toy and another piece of gear that's going to help this tank be successful. So thanks for tuning in this week, guys. I greatly appreciate it. We have a little bit more plumbing videos coming up. We're not completely done there. There's a lot of content to throw up on this channel, so I really appreciate it. So if you could please hit that little bell in the corner and subscribe and hit that like button. We'll move on to the next one, guys.